Hey there, it's Juju. This is day 11 of my daily vlog. And today I'm going to talk about the wolves inside of us. And this is an old tale. I'm going to be reading it from this book, Wait, A Love Letter to Those in Despair by Quang Lu. And it's a beautiful book. He was a disciple of Thich Nhat Hanh. So if you're feeling a little despair, these are just like short little excerpts. This is a story I know, and I was already practicing this before I read this. And then when it came up, it's like sometimes the universe just says, yep, you're on the right path. This is what's important. In a story attributed to the Cherokee Nation, an old man is teaching his grandson about life. There is a fight going on inside me, the elder says to the boy. It's a battle between two wolves. One is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is good and altruistic, generous and kind. The boy asks, "Which one will win, grandfather?" And the elder says, "The wolf I feed." And it always kind of makes me tear up. But I think that this is, so this year, and especially since the inauguration and this new administration that we have, I am focusing very much on feeding my good wolf, because we all have it so easy to give into that bad wolf. But I'm focusing on feeding my good wolf. So how am I doing that? Well, to me, nature is something you have to, that reinvigorates me and brings me back to joy. Yesterday is a good example. Now, one thing I've heard, the first thing that you do in the morning is going to set the tone for your day. So advice is have your phone in the other room. Don't look at the headlines at first. Do a meditation, do something soothing. I wake up and say, today is the best day of my life. Thank you, Luda Koba. But yesterday, my husband was watching the news. And when I came down and watched that news, and I immediately, with, finding out that aid was being cut and that people were going to be suffering, and I was just filled with this outrage. And then I had to step back, and it's like, feed your good wolf, And, right at that moment, my friends Antonio and Francisco called, and we video chatted, and it was like, there's my good wolf. Friendship and love and being able to just decompress. Excuse me. Another thing I'm doing to feed my good wolf is I bought this book called Good People, which is from the Upworthy site on Instagram. And it's basically short stories of people being kind, strangers, helping other strangers. And my husband and I read aloud a short story to my husband. And I often tear up during the short stories. And, we both feel better after that just small reminder of there's good people everywhere, and you have to look for it, and you have to be one of those people. You can be the rainbow in someone else's cloud. And I think that is more important than ever. And my husband often, I'm like, are you ready for the story? He's like resistant to hearing it. But when he does, he always feels better and enjoys it. So I think that, I just want to say at this time, with everything going on, take a breath and feed your good wolf. So put in the comments how you're feeding your good wolf during this very stressful time. So this is Juju, unscripted, unedited, unfiltered. Lead with love. Have a wonderful day.